This has been a uniquely awful week for Donald Trump. And right now, I'd say is a key moment for this administration and also a key moment in the fight against it, because we've talked a lot, just as a country over the last 10 years, about when the bottom will fall out for this guy. When is it too much politically? People said, oh, the Hollywood Access tape, it's too much. January 6th, it's too much. He'll never have a political career. Impeachments, it's too much. And it feels like oftentimes this guy is politically invincible, but the setup here is very unique, and he's losing a lot of support, not just individually, which I'll talk about, but also with his own base in Congress. Marjorie Taylor Greene saying, I'm out, I'm done. Trump and her having this big breakup. I guess technically he said, I'm done with her, but you get what I mean. I mean, if I would have told you that 6 months ago, you would have been like, holy shit. That is crazy. So let me walk through a few things that are new from today and the last 48 hours, because it is nuts. The White House is not having a good time on Twitter, and I think this is a big deal because, again, Twitter has been like a conservative cesspool for so long, and lately they're just getting community noted and called out like hell, as a lot of big MAGA people on Twitter are done. They're saying, I'm out, I'm leaving. They posted this just in the last 48 hours. Welcome to the golden age. Since President Trump took office, companies have invested trillions of dollars in their U.S.-based operations, onshoring and creating hundreds of thousands of new jobs for Americans. And it's pretty rare for them to get called out so heavily, but they did. Community noted right under this post. If you see it, it says job growth has suffered substantially in Trump's second term. In recent months, down 75% compared to same time last year, with a fact check. Manufacturing jobs are down in 2025, the opposite of what tariffs were supposed to achieve, and layoffs are occurring at record rates. They are attempting to lie their way through this issue, and it's not working. And they clearly know it's a huge political problem. I mean, we saw what happened in the elections I guess that was 2 Tuesdays ago, with a massive blue wave around the country in places like New York, Virginia, Mississippi, Georgia, Detroit. Like, people know what's going on, and they're calling bullshit. It's taken too long, frankly, but they're calling BS, and our movement is fired up and ready to go. I go to the next post, the White House right after that, posting one of the most beautiful words in the dictionary, tariffs, with a Breitbart, oh my God, a Breitbart headline. Fed study vindicates Trump's trade policy, 150 years of evidence shows tariffs lower inflation. Again, with another community note, important context missing, the study showed that tariffs lead to lower economic growth and job losses. These effects then in turn drive less demand and lower price levels, due to the weakened overall economy, right? In this 150-year study. They're just being blatantly dishonest. And obviously, tariffs are increasing inflation. There's no question about it, as we see the inflation rate tick up. And so as this is all happening and the White House's plan continues to be just lie through it, it's going to haunt them politically. And this week, we've seen Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's done. We've seen Thomas Massie round people up, and we're about to get a vote on the House floor for the Epstein files, as Trump and the White House have literal meetings reportedly in the Situation Room about it, because they can't get their hands around it. They can't get their hands around, PR-wise, the economy. And so what's the best move here? Okay, people are really focused on affordability. They can't afford anything. Inflation is up. The labor market's getting crushed. We're seeing a record number of layoffs just this month, the slowest pace of hiring this country has seen since 2009, excluding the pandemic. I mean, that's nuts. So what's the plan here, Donald? The White House PR team can't figure it out. You can figure it out. This was literally just a couple of minutes ago on the tarmac as I record this video in Palm Beach. Let's take a listen. You got this, Donald.
The prices are coming down. The Democrats like to use the word affordability, but their affordability was terrible. The problem with the Democrats, they lie. They do it so well. They talk about affordability, but I'm the one that's getting the prices down. As an example, they had the highest inflation in the history of our country. I have it down now to a normal level, and it's going down further. Thank you very much, everybody.
Again, just the answer for him is just lie through it. And the question becomes, as a 79-year-old, obviously cognitively declining narcissist, does he believe what he's saying right now, or does he know he's lying? Regardless, the American people are calling bullshit. It's bullshit. Everything it's just a flat out lie. I mean, he did this recently as well, and he's been doing it over and over. He says grocery prices are way down. Grocery prices year to date are up. He says oil prices, or gas prices, are at a 20-year low. He said that the other day. Gas prices are up very slightly from a year ago today. He's living in an alternate reality. Inflation has been ticking up the last few months. The unemployment rate, is rising. I mean, we're all feeling it. It's suffocating right now. People can't afford things. And whether he wants to believe that people believe him or not, they don't. They do not believe him. Take a listen to this CNN. Sorry, I'm getting fired up here. Take a listen to this CNN video of Americans being polled on this issue. Donald Trump is being crushed, slaughtered. Take a look.
Hey there, Laura. Look, Donald Trump might be trying to downplay voters' concerns about affordability, but I'm here to tell you that is a ginormous error. It may be an error that goes down in political infamy. Why do I say that? Well, the reason Donald Trump was elected was to fix the problem of inflation. Right back in October of 2024, who was more trust in inflation? It was Donald Trump by 9 points over Kamala Harris. But look at where we are today. Donald Trump is underwater with the Titanic when it comes to inflation. His net approval rating is 26 points underwater. My goodness gracious. Now I know Donald Trump, when things aren't going his way, wants to pass the political buck. He might try and throw it back at Joe Biden's face, the former president. That, simply put, will not work. The American people don't buy it because, get this, more responsible for the current economy, Trump or Biden? We're talking 54%. The clear majority of voters say Donald Trump's more responsible for the current economy than just 21% who say Joe Biden. I will note I've seen this in poll after poll after poll. More folks saying Trump is responsible than Biden. Now, of course, it's one thing if voters don't like the state of the economy, but it's another thing when they don't think that Donald Trump actually gives a hoot. And we see that in the polling because take a look here. Trump attention to lowering costs, not enough. We're talking about 3 in 4 Americans, 75% overall, who say Trump's not paying enough attention to lowering costs. And even among Republicans, that solid Republican base who oftentimes approves of Trump's job by 85, 90%, 57% of them say that Trump's not paying enough attention to lowering costs. Now, we're talking about Trump. He, of course, at least constitutionally, can't run for another term, but his Republican Party is up in the midterm elections. They should be scared, SH blank, blank, blank list. Why do I say that? Because we just had a test of this. We just had a test of the economy in the off-year elections in New Jersey, in Virginia. And get this, how economy first voters went in 2025. Mikey Sherrill, the Democrat in New Jersey. Get this, she won him by 33 points. How about in Virginia? Abigail Spanberger, the Democrat. She won economy first voters by 27 points. If these numbers hold and Donald Trump continues to try ignore a problem that Americans very much think we have in terms of cost of living affordability, well, it might be adios amigos, goodbye for that House Republican majority, and I dare say the Republican Senate majority as well.
I have to say, the CNN, the individual who does this on CNN, I'm not sure his name. You can let me know in the comments down below. And while you do, by the way, I hope you had a great weekend. Let me know what you got up to this weekend and hit like and subscribe. It goes such a long way. I appreciate you. I love the cadence. I love the way he does this, but he said it so well there in just 2.5 minutes. Donald Trump, the economy sucks. Americans know it. They're calling bullshit. Even Republicans are saying he doesn't care enough about it. And when it's put to the test in off-year elections, they are getting crushed. They're getting crushed. Because Donald Trump is focused on everything else besides the economy. He doesn't care. I mean, he's running around like an orange buffoon, just like going to other countries and getting up on the stage at the UN and saying, I'm the best ever. Everybody's against me. Look at how great everything is. Look at how low prices are, and just living in an alternate reality. And again, I'll say this. Unreal to see the amount of political pressure under Donald Trump right now when you have, again, people like Marjorie Taylor Greene out of the movement, no longer MAGA or America First, whatever you want to put it. Donald Trump was just on the tarmac as I record this video, talking about how she's a traitor. Nobody cares what she thinks anymore. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene. He's losing political support from all directions. The key now is to keep fighting one day at a time. And I'll leave you with this. If only somebody would have told us, if only like 100+ economists would have gotten together, world-renowned economists, and all wrote a letter and signed it saying, please vote for Kamala Harris because her economic policies are far better than Donald Trump's and will lead to GDP growth, job growth, as opposed to Donald Trump's that will lead to inflation, lead to loss of growth, and will invite a recession in the middle of 2025 if he were to be elected. If only that happened in like the middle of 2024 and somebody could have warned us that this was coming. Right. A little infuriating, but it's fine. Keep fighting one day at a time because regardless of who you are, up, down, left, right, blue, red, people deserve to be better off, and they don't deserve this guy in office. Let me know what you think of all this in the comments down below. I really appreciate all the support lately. It means the world. I'll be back in the studio tomorrow. new videos coming. You guys are the best. I love you so much. Have a great start to your week, and I will see you in the next video.